Good morning, students. So this is Alan Sarrier, your computer teacher, and we have completed theory of chapter 6 in last lecture. And now in this lecture, I am explaining you your book programs of iteration. So the question number first is you have to print the Fibonacci series till n term. So in this question, we are printing the Fibonacci series till n term and the value of n should be input by the user. So what do you mean by the Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series is the sum of previous two numbers. And here the series should be come from 1, 1, 2, 3 and so on, which is giving in the question. So here we are making a class demo void input, and in this we have to input the limit of the Fibonacci series. For that we require the variable a, b, c, and the initial value of a is 0 and b is 1. So the first value of these two number will be come 1 by adding these numbers, and the loop is executed from 1 to n. So generate the Fibonacci series till n term, and first we are adding, so 0 1 and the number will be 1. Now we are printing and the swap the value of a and b. So the value of b will be assigned to a, so a will be 1, and the value of c will be assigned to b, and the current value of c is 1, so both will be 1. So next, when we will add c equal a plus b, so the value of c will become 2, and this will be process repeated till the n term is not completed. Now this is the solution of question number 2. In this you have to input the purchase amount of 30 customers from the user and just print the amount after discount of 30 customer, what amount the customer should pay, and there is the range is given in the question according to the discount. So this function, this program will be completed with the help of scanner class, because we have to import the details of 30 customers. So import java.util.star for the scanner class demo void input. We are creating first the object of class scanner s equal new scanner system.in. Double amount is for input amount, discount, and the net amount is for after calculating the net amount. Integer I, so the loop is start from 1 to till 30. Enter the purchase amount. Now the amount equal sc dot next double, because the variable of amount is a double type, and there is the first condition. So if the amount is less than equal 2000, then this discount is 5%. If the amount is greater 2000 and till 5000, then amount is 20, discount is 25%. And there is a next condition: if the amount is greater 5000 and less than equal 10,000, the discount will be 35, and the last condition is above 10,000, discount will be 50%. So the discount will be calculated out of these four conditions, and now we are calculating the net amount. So net amount will be input amount minus discount, so the amount paid by the customer equal net amount, and this is the print the first net amount of a customer, and this will be repeated till the 30. When the loop will not be terminated, this program and this will be loop repeated. So in this program, this will completed the details of 30 customer and print the net amount after the discount. And now the question number 4, you have to calculate the n raised to the power of p without using mat.pow function. So how this is possible? Without using the mat.power, here we are taking a one variable I and pw equal 1. Pw is we are taking for calculating the power, and the initial value of this we will take 1 because the number will be multiplied from this, so we can't take this variable as 0. So for I equal 1, I is less than equal p, till p time we want to multiply the value of n. So first, suppose the value of p is 2 and the value of n is 2. So 2 to the power of 2, answer should be 4. So when the loop will be executed one time, 1 into 2, the value of pw will be 2. And next round, because this will execute 2 time, so the 2 current value of pw is 2, 2 into 2, and the final pw will be 4. And this will exit from the loop, and we are printing here n raised to the power of pw. And a question number 5, this is also the question of a scanner, because in this we have to input a character and we have to convert this character in opposite case if this input character is in valid range. Otherwise we have to print the error message on the screen, and this program should be continued till the users giving the choice yes. So class demo void input scanner as SQL new scanner, character ch1 for the input character, ch2 for the output character, and ch for the choice. We are using here the do while loop because user will have at least input a one time input. So enter a character sc.next.character at of 0. So this is the input statement for the character. So the number the character is input in the ch1. Now we are checking if the input character is capital A and between capital Z, then we will add the 32 between this. So this will be convert into the lowercase, or if the character is in small a to small z range, then we will minus 32, or otherwise we will print a message invalid input and system dot exit. So program should be terminate. Or if the system is coming from these of two, so we will print in the last input character equals ch1, output character equals ch2, and there is the message, do you want to continue? And again we have to input a character in ch. If the user have to enter the small y or capital Y, then this program will be repeated, otherwise this will exit from the loop. Now the question number 7, today's last program. In this you have to input a two numbers. Suppose the number is 23 and the second one is 45. So after that this number should be merged 2 3 4 5. So how this will be possible? The input number suppose is 23, first number, and second number is a 45, and this should be come after merging 2 3 4 5. So first 2 3, if in this suppose the second number there is the two digits, so this should become a 23 100, and add this one into 45, so this will come 2 3 4 5. So now we are inputting this integer n1, integer n2, M for the merge number, and dwar for making the tens or hundreds of a thousand for this. So we are here integer I equal n2 till number of digit in the n2. This loop will be repeated. If the digit in one time only a 1, so this loop execute one time and the value of d will be 10. And suppose there is the two digits 45, so first time this will become 10, again repeated, this will 10 into 10 hundreds, so d will be 100. And now we are calculating the merge number n1 into 100, so this will be value of n1 23 into 100, 2300 plus n2 is a 45, then we will add a 45, so the merge number will be calculated. And here now we are printing the merge number equal m. So that's all for today. In next lecture we will continue a next program of this chapter.